Peace. Today's Sunday, April 21st, making today's math.
Wisdom, knowledge, all being born to understanding.
That's right. Speak what you know so that others have a clear understanding of what you about. Peace. Peace. Welcome back to the new and improved Yanadameen Godcast. I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Fact Checker Rage in the house. We got Team Yanadameen up in this bitch. What's up, y'all? Make some noise.
What up?
Yeah.
Yo.
We got YouTube Live in the house right now. Shout out to all my people on YouTube Live. Truly Zambian, Freddie Sharkey, all our day oneers up in this bitch.
Word. Shouts out to all the day oneers, and also shout out to all our new viewers.
Talk to right here.
Oh, we realize we have a lot of new subscribers, so there are things that I don't think that they are aware of. So this
school them.
So let's just put you on the game a little bit for all of our new viewers, because I've seen a few comments about us delivering the news late to you. For those of you that are just joining, because we've made this known in the past, but we shoot every Wednesday, and when you see the segments, you're seeing them generally about a week, week subsequent to shooting. So we shoot on Wednesday, you'll get that episode the following Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we are aware that there are some headlines that may seem a little late coming from us, but there are some stories that we feel that, we just have to speak on it regardless of the time and, whatever. So, having said all of that, screw you!
Well, let me just add on to that is the fact that I don't think with us it's not so much about the speed of the information we give. I feel it's the quality of the information we give.
It's our take.
And the take that we give. And I feel that our take is valuable enough for people to wait a little bit. You know what I mean? It's
Absolutely.
like, this is like home cooking. You can't just put this shit in a microwave fucking oven and I want my shit right away. Nah, we putting this shit in a motherfucking oven. We're gonna let that fucking turkey, you wanna rob me while cooking Thanksgiving dinner? Making my show?
Right.
You trying to rush me? Don't compartment.
And we are aware that with certain situations there are new details constantly emerging. We may not have aired that segment yet.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we didn't do the research or that we don't know or we're not aware.
Shit might have happened after we fucking filmed the shit.
Check the news feed like, oh wow, but you won't get that for another week and a half. So please bear with us and understand and just know the logistics of our situation and thank you for tuning in.
Now, if you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, bounty.com/Yanadameen, or yanadameen.com/support. Once again, Bounty is a new, crowdfunding service that we're dealing with that allows us, as well as you, the viewer, to create what are called bounties for specific things that we might want to see on the show or certain things we might need. So whether it's lenses or microphones or lights or, having a guest come in and supplying their transportation. These are things that we can put up bounties, but also the people can put up a bounty and say, we want to see this happen, or we want to put money towards this because we want to see the show improve. So go check out bounty.com/Yanadameen. It's a dope fucking service and y'all need to check it out.
I have a bone to pick with you.
You have a bone to pick with me?
Yes.
What the problem is?
Well, It's not that you yell at me at every show. It's not that you overtalk me or barely let me finish a sentence.
True.
I'm totally fine with that.
You're cool with that. Right.
Yes.
Right.
The fact that you went out and got tacos and only got queso for yourself, my nigga. I thought we was here. That's all. I thought we was here.
See,
this is supposed to be a partnership.
See what happened?
Rah Digga, Lord Jamar, and Rah Digga.
Listen, there's actually a queso.
I get queso. You get queso.
I saved you a queso. I saved you one. You think I ate all the queso?
He done fed us cilantro while he over here fucking got queso in the tub.
Listen, see.
Piece of shit.
Queso was a little expensive.
the things that trigger you.
I could show you the bill for the whole thing, okay? To put queso on everything, god damn, that was gonna be a lot.
Okay.
But
well, screw the interns. I'm just me we talking about.
See?
We love
you
y'all.
see? I know.
Get him cilantro.
Now, see, I felt like you wasn't really hungry because we had just had some Dunkin' Donuts a little while. But I said I'm gonna just get you some anyway. But you know what?
Coffee. You had coffee and a sandwich, man. I should have got some queso. That's all I'm saying.
There's one with queso right there for you.
I demand equal rights.
There's one with queso for you right there.
Mine. That's mine.
That's yours. You can have that. You can have that. I'm saying my bad. Okay. I will admit when. Listen, a real man could admit when he's wrong.
Okay.
Okay. And yes, I know I talk over you many times, and I didn't get you no damn queso this time. My bad.
Matter of fact, who's head of HR around here?
That'll be me.
Oh shit, is that shit? Damn.
But I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do right about now.
What you about to do?
I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. Gonna take my horse to the old town road. We're gonna ride till I can't no more.
That's my
Let's
shit.
talk about this little motherfucker, Lil Nas X.
Lil Nas X.
Oh, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about Lil Nas X because
top 5 to go. Dead or alive.
Listen,
everybody come out.
It's not that the song is catchy as a mother, because it is a catchy motherfucking song. I ain't gonna lie, but the whole controversy surrounding it speaks to exactly what I've been talking about since I first got into the public eye for speaking in interviews. When I made the declaration that about the house of hip hop, that white people are guests.
Speak on it.
In the house of motherfucking hip hop. Let me say it again, church. White peoples. Let me stop my shit from clinking. Think don't like that. White peoples is motherfucking guests in the house of hip hop. And you motherfuckers said, oh no, music is music. How can anything be, assigned to a certain genre? That's retarded. And then here we have.
And then they trumped that with, who are you? You're just a old, washed up, irrelevant rapper.
And how dare you, and I'm telling them, I'm a gatekeeper to this hip hop shit. I'm somebody who's been around long enough and has paid his hip hop fucking dues, has done all fucking facets of fucking hip hop that you can name, and seen it damn near from its inception up until now, to where I can call myself a fucking expert. That's who the fuck I am, okay? A hip hop expert. That being said, so you got a little kid, little 19-year-old young man by the name of Lil Nas X. Now, we can get into how he got his name and all that type of shit later, but Lil Nas X came with basically a country trap song, okay? Old Town Road. That's the name of it? Mm-hmm. Old Town Road. God damn it, that's if that's not a country ass title, like who the fuck is gonna name a hip hop song Old Town Road? So right there, even the title screams the genre. So he makes a country trap song, but Billboard says, oh no, little nigger, you not bringing this shit in the house of country music. This shit ain't country enough. You ain't wide enough. See, we don't want to say that. We don't want to say you ain't wide enough. So we just gonna say the song doesn't contain enough country elements.
They also did it to Beyonce.
They did that to Beyonce for what? All single ladies.
No. No, she has a song.
Single ladies sound like it could be a bar and dance.
Fact checker would have to find it, but there's a country song that she made.
Really?
I don't know if it's something about her father, but it's she has a record with the country music element. She tried to submit it,
and she tried to slide in, and they wouldn't let her in. And that's Beyonce. That's Queen B.
Song.
What song?
Daddy Lessons featuring Dixie Chicks.
Yep.
Daddy Lessons featuring the Dixie Chicks.
And it was,
and you still won't let her up in that piece.
It was not allowed to be entered on the country charts.
But let any old white motherfucker get on a hip hop song and they'll be nominated for best hip hop duo or whatever the case may be. Let Reba McEntire get on a song with fucking Cardi B, and she'll be nominated for best hip hop duet. And nobody will bat a fucking eye except somebody like me or you or any real motherfucker that has any self-respect for this hip hop shit.
It's funny that you said the music is music, because those literally were that was literally Iggy Azalea's response to me verbatim.
When you said
when I said that I didn't consider her hip hop, and I got dragged through the mud just like you got dragged through the mud for but then she spoke out directly to me on Twitter and was like, music is music.
Well, the people at the Billboard don't feel that way, and so they said, no, my man, you're not going on the country music charts.
Yep.
So what did this resilient young man do?
Give it to him. I love it.
This motherfucker now, I don't know how he got to this motherfucker. I don't know if he went in his DMs, what the case may be, but this motherfucker went and got Miley Cyrus.
Yo, clap it up.
To get on the motherfucking remix.
Clap it up.
Like, fuck you, country music. I'm not country enough? Well, let me go get one of the kings of country and put him on my motherfucking song and tell me if I'm country enough now. And what happened, not only
did it make the country charts.
I don't know if it's on the country charts, honestly, but it did make the number one in the Billboard Top 100. So it surpassed any fucking segregational charts went straight to the mainstream general charts, and it's number uno.
Now it's not even country specific. It's just
now it's just number one. But I would, Rage, can you tell me if it did still make it now though to the country charts? Or are they still, even though it's number one, are they still holding out and saying, I don't give a fuck if it is number one, just like I don't give a fuck how many records the white boy sold. He ain't never gonna be the GOAT of no motherfucking hip hop. Now.
As of 9 hours ago, Old Town Road, Billboard removes Lil Nas X song from the country chart. That was 9 hours.
9 hours ago.
Wait, so it made it to the country.
And then they took it off again?
And then they just took it off again?
Is that, are you sure?
I'm sure. Give me a second to talk about it. As of CBS News is reporting 9 hours ago. So, I'll investigate it.
Okay. So,
all right, well, it would be interesting if they still held out and said, I don't give a fuck. I'm not letting your punk ass on the country charts. Or maybe somebody did capitulate and then they said, fuck no, take that motherfucker off again. He could be number one on the regular charts, just like a rap record just might, but we still not gonna give it up and let them say this is no country shit. Why? You see? And who is the gatekeeper of country music?
Because whoever
Who's
they
the
are,
one that decided it wasn't country enough?
Because whoever they are, they putting them cowboy boots down like, no Lil Nas X in country.
That boy got a Gucci, what he said? Gucci cowboy hat?
Cowboy hat, Gucci, and the Wrangler on my booty.
Like,
Top five.
but somebody putting their cowboy boot down, they putting their spurs down, they putting their motherfucking chaps down, and they saying, I don't give a fuck.
What set you rep?
So
we ain't repping over here.
And I can respect that.
I can respect it too.
I can respect that
rap.
because I can't just declare something is a thing. You see what I'm saying? Like we was talking about on the way here. Let's just say you have a car, right? Doesn't matter the brand. We were saying BMW on the way here. You know, but in order for it to qualify for the warranty, right, it has to have all like official BMW parts, right? And if it doesn't, it's not going to qualify. So now a qualified BMW technician is going to be the one to look and verify whether that's a real, if your shit qualifies for the warranty or not. Somebody has to have quality control in all things that we do. Who decides official Gucci? Or,
right.
you know, well, I guess we can't use Gucci anymore, but you know.
Hey, he got a Gucci cowboy hat.
Who decides, yo, those are real Jordans or those are real Yeezys or, you see what I'm saying?
Can I offer a tidbit?
Certainly.
Okay, so let's get forensic.
Speak up into your mic too, please.
I'm into my mic. So let's get forensic.
Time.
First of all, country music extended from blues, correct?
Absolutely. Yes, this is another genre that we as black people created, of course. That was taken from us and now, go ahead. I see where you're going.
Research also shows that the original cowboys
We're black people.
because who was tending to the cows?
Right.
The field hand. Okay, we'll go a step further.
And who were they calling boys even though they were grown men?
Okay.
Go ahead.
If you look at any contemporary country artist today, you absolutely see the DNA of hip hop in all of them. The way they hold the microphone, the call and response, their gestures, even down to tempo of the songs, they're all employing references from the hip hop, way of doing the live show, the cadence, everything. I can prove it. So I mean, they met halfway. He died in the country, but country's been making overtures to hip hop for a very long time.
Overtures.
Yes.
Well, I mean, shit, you had Nelly.
I think every genre has rock and roll. I mean, shit, the list is endless.
Definitely country.
First of all, country was involved in early hip hop. Do you remember that breakbeat? That everybody got to get some. That was an early break. And then had the. Oh, that shit was hard.
Might be before my time.
Listen, I'm tired of you trying to act like you an infant out this motherfucker. Like you just crawled out the womb out this motherfucker.
I'm a late 70s.
Like you still wet behind the ears out this motherfucker. You know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I don't know. I can't.
You heard that shit somewhere in the background.
I can't confirm or deny them allegations.
Nah, but I just love how they really was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
The fuck you nigger is what I got from it. That's the underlying message. Like, you're not just gonna sneak into our shit, nigga. Even though originally we know it is our shit, but they feel it's their shit now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Same with rock and roll.
And they're protecting it. You see what I'm saying? But
take issue with us when we protect hip hop. Because you know what? Because
This is all I'm saying.
To outsiders, hip hop is considered a low hanging fruit. Like anybody can just come and throw some auto tunes on and now and declare themselves a rapper.
Right.
And sweep up all the the award categories and things of that nature, and get feel some type of way, and then to even refer to the Willie Lynch letter, separate us further by trying to convince the younger kids that y'all don't have to listen to them old heads. They all washed up. They're just upset because they don't have any more money and yada yada. So, I definitely think it's all, a larger power play happening here.
Definitely.
Well, shouts out to Lil Nas X. It's funny because I know he's probably gearing up. If he was smart, I should say. I don't know what he's working on at the time. I know he has some things on SoundCloud already. The brother.
And the rest of this shit is just some hip hop shit.
And everything else is just regular SoundCloud
trap shit,
hip hop. If I was you, bro, I would keep it going.
On some country shit.
I would keep it going. Fuck around, get Miley Cyrus on the record, even though theoretically she's not country, but you know what I mean? Like,
but
I would, Dolly Parton, there you go. Get Dolly, remake 9 to 5.
Or did we say Reba McEntire?
Hey, if
Faith,
I would keep
what's
it
her
going.
name? Faith Hill?
Faith Hill?
Is that her name? Yeah. Get that broad on there.
Now,
Tim McGraw.
Now, if he's able to slide in all of their DMs, I would definitely think he's a plan. Like,
Okay.
I don't know how the hell you get.
That's what
Dolly
I'm saying.
Parton
Before
on
we
the
go to
record.
break, let's get into some shit. Fuck it. This was thrown out there. My man Johnny Fastlane said that there's rumors that this guy might be an industry plant. You said he's the second artist to have like a number one.
His very first song ever coming in at number 1 behind Cardi B.
Wow. It is a little weird, I must say, like, all right, you come in, you got this big song, goes on a country chart. How does a nigga like this, who seems to be just like a YouTube nigga, how do you contact a nigga like Billy Ray Cyrus? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, who are you plugged into? Like, did you just say, fuck it, I'm gonna hit him on Twitter? Maybe he heard of my song. Like.
Maybe he hollered at Miley.
I don't know.
Maybe.
And is she that easy to slide in her DMs? Maybe.
I would be curious to hear some commentary from him or see an interview from him. Has anyone seen any press from him? I haven't seen an interview, anything. He just got a number 1 ass record out.
So let me ask you this: what would happen if Lil X hooks up with Miley Cyrus?
Oh,
if they become a
would
couple?
Billy be? Well, first of all, she's married to a nigga, right? Or engaged to the Hemsworth nigga.
Miley? Is she? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm about to say I don't know.
Yeah, she's trying to go she's trying to calm her shit down. So if she start fucking with a black dude, that would almost be like relapsing into craziness, according to white people's motto. But
oh yeah, it's like, ooh, we got her away from twerking.
Yeah,
we got her cleaned up.
Like, oh shit, she fucking a nigga now.
She doing music with her godmother. I believe Dolly Parton's her godmother. Like, we got her back on track. No regressing, no falling off the wagon.
So Jay, is there any hallowed ground where we would say hold a Lil X feet to the fire in terms of like transgressing hip hop? How do you feel about what he's doing? I
don't even know if he takes hip hop seriously, to be honest. I heard he was just a personality. He started making music because his fucking fans told him to. You know what I mean? So, I'm not gonna hold his feet to the fire if I don't hold other people's feet to the fire. Like there's other people online ahead of him that we have to hold their fucking feet that actually should know better. Right. But we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. YouTube Live wants us to talk about this whole ADOS movement that's going on. ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves. We're going to talk about that. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, Yanadameen Godcast. Digga, let me ask you something.
Yes, Brother Jay.
I mean, when you're having lovemaking with your partner, do you think stamina is something that matters?
Yes, I would say stamina. I would say size, not necessarily in that order, but yeah.
Well, see, what a lot of our viewers have found, very discreetly, I may add, is that Blue Chew, which is a chewable tablet with the same ingredients as Cialis and Viagra, this is something that you can get without going to a doctor, just straight online. You just fill out a questionnaire online, and you don't have to have the embarrassment of maybe going to the doctor and say, "Doctor, can I get some, pills to keep my shit?" Or
going to the corner store that everybody knows.
Right, and asking for the, can I have the Chinese dick pills, please?
You gotta wait for everybody to clear out the store, like,
Chinese dick pills. Want the samurai. Yeah, and some of that shit gives you headaches and stuff like that. You don't want to fuck with that type of shit. And this also comes to your crib discreetly, and it's not all like, packaged up like Blue Chew on the fucking package. You know what I mean? It's a nice discreet package, so nobody even knows what you're getting. You can get it at your job if you want to. Nobody has to be the wiser.
Okay.
So a lot of our viewers have already taken advantage of, there's actually a code. The code is Hustle, Hustle. You put that code, I think you get a free first sample or something like that. And Blue Chew's some shit that our people here at the Yanadameen Godcast, they fuck with it. So
all right, here's the bluing and chewing.
Okay.
Well, hopefully you chew, you won't be blue.
Okay, you don't want blue balls, no good. Blue balls,
chew,
no good.
so you don't blue.
That's right.
Blue Chew.
So yeah, go to bluechew.com and that's what it is. Blue Chew.
Let us know.
Help you do
drop an
the
anonymous
do.
comment.
Boing. All right. Welcome back to the Yanadameen Godcast and Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Fact Checker Rage in the house. Team Yanadameen up in this bitch. What's goody?
Y'all supposed to be rowdy, man. What's good?
Team Yanadameen was popping.
They're like,
Throw in Brooklyn. It sounds like we in Kansas somewhere.
Sucks.
I'm here. Present. Come on, y'all. The fuck? You way down from them tacos. See, if you would have had a queso, y'all niggas would be asleep right now. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, Digga. I know what I'm doing. Listen, if you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/Yanadameen, patreon.com/Yanadameen, bounty.com/Yanadameen, or yanadameen.com/support. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Freddie Sharkey, thank you.
My girl, hey Freddie.
Yeah. So before we went to break, a lot of people on YouTube Live were talking about the ADOS movement. ADOS movement, American Descendants of Slavery. They said it's not slaves, Lord Jamar, it's slavery. Okay. Descendants of slavery. You happy? I have a vague, I have vague knowledge of this. Could y'all please bring me up to speed? From what I understand, it has to do with reparations for the American descendants of slaves. Now, I don't know what the exact definition for American is, because we live in the Americas. Is this the North America? Like, I need some clarification on that, and I guess some of our people at YouTube Live will, will help us out here. But
well, I've seen.
Yes, speak on it.
I've seen different things on social media. I myself am not, extremely
knowledgeable of it. I know what it stands for. I've seen it used in different contexts, largely in part related to reparations. But one thing that I am seeing it being combined with a lot is also the Tangibles 2020 hashtag. And that is something specific to these constituents that we have running for the 2020 Democrat seat, and whatever party they're running for, Democrat, Independent, whatever you're running for, we're trying to hold one of these constituents accountable for dealing with issues and things specifically for black people. Like, what are your tangibles? What are you going to do specifically for black people? Not black / persons of color / minority / immigrant / Native American / LGBTQ. We want to know, what are you going to do specifically for black people? So that is a big tangible 2020 conversation.
Now I'm liking that.
Specific to us. And I guess when you see the ADOS.
And on the list of tangibles, I would assume that that's where this ADOS comes in, because I'm thinking that certain people would hope that the tangibles,
the ADOS.
that the part of the tangibles would be reparations for the ADOS movement. Yes?
Yes.
Is that what I'm to believe? Now,
not just that, but definitely number one on the list.
right.
I definitely touch it when you're ready, Jay. I like that.
Yes, before you add on, I just would like to say, now there's some that feel that this movement is quite divisive and just another way to divide black people. You know, some are saying that
I can see
this
that.
is all about singling out who here in America, even though we're all kind of suffering the same trauma right now. But anyway, who here in America are direct descendants of the slavery, and I'm assuming that they meant that happened here on this land in America, and they're probably not even thinking about South America or anything like that. But let's just say they're isolating it to just here in just America. Well, now immediately they've isolated the South Americans. They've isolated our Caribbean brothers. They've isolated a lot of people that could have came on the same boat, but just got dropped off at different places. That's something that has to be kind of looked at in this whole.
I think why people feel so strongly about it being specific to the African Americans are because the West Indian community, you know, the West Indian immigrant population, Caribbean, even African, if you will, they are privy to some things that we are not. There are, I do believe there are things for immigrants that we as, like, you know, born and raised Black Americans are not privy to. Now, what those are, I can't call it out. I can't call it out.
I think you're thinking of like shit for certain immigrants. I don't think that Jamaicans and a lot of West Indians apply for a lot of like the grants that you'll find like people from India might get to come open a store, or people from Asia.
I don't think that's true. I live in a neighborhood where every single, and I mean every single store is owned by the Haitian demographic. Down to the real estate company that's approving the mortgages for them, down to the passport agents. Like, they're, you know, where I am in Newark, I am surrounded by Haitian-owned businesses.
Are you scared?
Am I scared? Oh no! Check out my mortgage! like me and Pierre.
She said, I am surrounded. Like.
But I'm saying that to say, and I'm sure as they were opening one business after the other, they probably like, look at these fools over here outside selling crack. We opening the businesses behind them. Like, it's weird. I do think it is divisive. But I think they look at, I kind of feel like there's a certain prejudice that already exists. I see a lot, even with these with these conversations that I'm seeing in regards to ADOS, I'm seeing a lot of bickering between like African-born Black people and American-born Black people. I'm already seeing it.
Right.
And and
that's something I'm seeing here too in some of the comments that's going on.
I'm seeing a lot of it online, but I also feel like even before this came to be, I always felt like just in my day-to-day, there was always some sense of, separation or distance between us anyway. Like we always, like, I feel like it's an unspoken thing amongst Black people, like, oh, Africans think they think they better than us. Like, I feel like this is kind of like a little...
They think they more Black or something.
Yeah, like I feel like this is a conversation that, that's already been happening on the low within the Black community. And I don't know if this is going to really open up that can of worms, but I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Rage.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Your perspective.
Anybody that came through the diaspora and existed in this paradigm is damaged goods. So we can get into that tribal distinction and contradictions and all that. My only thing is I'm concerned about mistakenly putting the cart before the horse in terms of scientifically evaluating reparations. The closest time we got to reparations was at the World Conference Against Racism in 2001, where it was finally declared that the transatlantic slave trade was a crime against humanity, because they was playing with that classification for a long time. Now that that's been classified, that was supposed to lead into reparations, that the world owes people who suffer from transatlantic slavery. The people that put that motion together to get that win was called NCOBRA. It stands for the National Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America. And I had the pleasure of working with some of those people. So I just feel like we can't, let the enemy divide us into all these sub-arguments. Like, let's stick to what works with the books. Let's get one thing done first. Then we can hash out all the other contributions. So my thing is, the slave trade was legally declared a crime against humanity. What's next?
And what's a realistic reparation?
Right,
like,
I was going to say, what does reparations look like?
What is a realistic reparation? Like, do we really expect this government or whoever the president, I'm going to say, that gets position, not that we elect, are we really thinking that the next president is possibly going to be able to go get to the White House and say, okay, here's a blank check, y'all divide it amongst yourselves? Like, how does that work?
Rage, as a thermometer, can you please research while we're talking, what did the Jewish people who were Holocaust survivors, the descendants of the Holocaust or whatever, when they got their reparations, what did they get? Like, on average, what did each family get? Now, while he's looking that up, let's just say it was a monetary thing, and each person, each family that can prove that, first of all, that's going to be hard too to prove.
Yeah, actually, that's the plot. I can speak on that.
Because the records and all of that are so convoluted and all of that. And you have people like the Mormons that have hogged a lot of the records, and a lot of the slave records are actually out in Utah right now, which a lot of people don't know about. But we spoke about that when Natalie Green was here, talking about the lineage. So that being said, let's just say we all get $2 million, you know? All black people that can prove it, that, you know, they have lineage here in these North America, and they were slaves here, and they get $2 million. What the fuck do you think these motherfuckers are gonna do with that money?
Can I speak on that, Jay?
That's just, please, go ahead.
Okay. Again, the Cobra organization, you know, found it necessary to break reparations down to 3 parts. First, the admission of guilt. Number 2, reparations for the crime. And number 3, prevention. So I hold a position that that's impossible because America, as well as the other European powers, is an imperial power. Imperialism's job is to expand and to conquer and to subjugate. So you can't repair something that you still damage. It's a misnomer. The argument is in my opinion, it's ridiculous, you know? But I have the Wikipedia information for the Jewish thing, the Jewish situation, which is very dangerous territory because that's the whole of the show. But it didn't go on a family level. In 1952, Germany was tasked with resettling Israel into another land. That brings you into the Palestinian-Israeli struggle, which is a whole other discussion.
See, it's crazy because black people wouldn't even want to be resettled anywhere. Right. We're not well, some of us who's really down for some shit would say, yeah, give us our own land.
Okay.
But most black people would not want no resettlement. They just want to be here. Give me some money so I can live here and spend,
Let's look at Tupac Shakur.
Get one of them high rises that we just saw being built downtown Brooklyn.
Tupac Shakur's stepfather, Matulu Shakur, was in an organization called RNA, Republic of New Africa. And they had put a bill together to separate certain southern states to make that sovereign territory for black people. You know what I mean? So, I mean, my point is like, this is a constant discussion. Every 20, 30 years, it gets shut down with different things, but there's already a template in place that keeps on being pushed aside. See what I'm saying? It's now they're pushing it to the side again with these arguments. As a people, if we're serious about obtaining anything close to liberation, we gotta be more mature in how we approach the topic. Or we're gonna be arguing until we...
one of the things that I think would be a great tangible would be free college education. And I understand people, the white man's college, what you gonna do in college? I think that's something that can be realistically implemented, and it wouldn't seem like such a okay, we gotta spend this money right now, because because soon as you start talking about, give us some land, give us some money, give us, it's going to be a fight for the ages. So can I get into any college under this? I say give us. You say free college, but they got community colleges now. They got shit.
Whether it's
near free.
I mean, of course, you still would need to qualify. Like, no, I don't think Kodak Black should be accepted in Yale. No, but I think that.
Well, I'm saying if your grades. I go to Harvard if my grades
make the mark, and you can from a scholastic standpoint, if you make the mark, but
then you should be able to go to any college you want for free.
But finances is what's keeping you from attending. Finances is the reason that you have to go to the community college.
No, fuck any reasons.
Versus being
even
able
if I
to
got a lot of money under this fucking reparation shit, I should be able to go to college for free.
What I'm saying is, like, you still have to make the mark scholastically.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, college. Right. But
whether I'm poor or rich, I should be able to go to any college. This is what you're saying.
This is what I think. Yes.
Okay.
This is something.
But they're not going to go for that. They're not going to go for that because first of all, they try to act like colleges have sliding scales in value. One college is worth more than the other. And if I gave away a free college at Harvard, that's not, equal to this college giving away their free shit because my shit costs this much, when people pay for it type of shit. You understand?
Part of
and
our
who's to
reparations.
say...
Either give us free college or give us the building that y'all just built the Avalon duplex.
Well,
that
what if
cost
they held you
$3,000
to the piece of paper and gave you motherfucking 40 acres and a mule? What the fuck you gonna do? You want that? You ready to take that, black people? You want 40 acres and a mule? I'm just curious.
I'll take it.
Cause I would take it.
I take it.
But do you know how many fucking black people?
I got 2 acres in a pit bull. I'll take it. I'll shoot my shot.
I mean, what I'm saying is there's shit that, just like we said, a territory, like that would now entail black people like actually doing for self. And working for self. Yeah, agriculture,
black business.
Industry.
Let's go, let's get
finance, all of that type of shit.
Get it.
And this is shit that we act like we want it, but there's not a lot of people that's really ready to do the work. You see what I'm saying? Like they're not ready to take that step to really say, all right, like my man in here trying to go off the grid and all that type of shit.
So when are we gonna get ready? We're just not gonna be ready for it. And what are we gonna do? We're gonna blame white people for systemically oppressing us for generations.
Yes.
We're not even gonna try it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We need to. I'm not saying.
I mean, I know, but you just made the point that do you feel like we're ready? Like we can handle that?
The majority of us, no.
The majority of us.
The majority
there
of us, no. There's a small, you know what I mean?
There's some of us that have been fortunate enough to travel the world and live a certain way.
There's a nice 5% of us that are,
and everybody else
that are down for that type of, you know what I mean, commitment. That a true,
because it is a commitment.
A true nation commitment.
Nipsey Hussle was doing it.
He was doing it within this fucking system. Yes, he was. He was doing it. When somebody shouted you out in the comments too for that, he was doing better.
Right.
He was like, "Yo, we got to do better." Yeah, Nipsey was doing better, and
right. But then people want to act like there are just hating ass motherfuckers that don't exist. Like it's not always. It's not always. It's not always everybody else's fault. Like yes, sorry.
No. I mean everything starts with you.
Exactly.
But at the same time, you can't ignore certain things that are designed and influence people to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And funnel people down certain roads and shit like that. Doesn't do that to other people.
I wouldn't want people to ignore that. But now that we know that, I mean, it ain't even now we know because we've been aware of that. What are we going to do about it?
What are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about it? Remember that song,
When does the chain break? Like KRS, how many decades ago KRS said?
Research that. Who sang that song? What are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about it?
It's crazy to me how
that's some 80s shit right there, I think.
Yeah,
no, definitely 80s. Definitely 80s. But that's a good question. What are we gonna do about it?
Exactly.
What are we gonna do about it?
You can't
what
always,
are we gonna do about
can't
it?
always get mad every time every time somebody highlights the obvious. Sometimes, like yes, it's everybody else's fault. We are how we are, but sometimes we just fucked up.
Y'all need to understand the
just
foundation.
like you can't go to Waffle House and pay everybody's bill without a motherfucking getting mad. Why didn't they mine? Like,
they're saying there's an HR 40 proposal, and it's a plan to study what reparations is.
You know what reparations is? Zimbabwe, what we got in the land for. Hey, contracts up at the farm. Y'all don't want to leave, so we're going to give y'all some encouragement. You got 20 miles to go. That's what reparations is. You know what I mean?
Do you remember that episode Dave Chappelle did with what would happen if everybody?
He said, "I just bought me a
reparations?"
kid or some shit." But see, it's funny, but it's not funny.
It's not funny
Because I could honestly see,
all these,
like,
all
if
these
it was
little
a
mumble
financial
rappers
thing-
running around. All the mumble rappers
like,
were
first
running
of all,
out.
you know how many diamond chokers these little motherfuckers around the streets would be running around with? Like, the shit would be fucking crazy. Like, and all the guns and, oh man, and Mercedes and blinged out, it would just be,
That's all like a movie
fuck.
synopsis, man.
They just give the money right back. They just would give the money right back. Just like you get your taxes and all that tax time
Yeah,
coming.
go right back.
Half of these motherfuckers giving that shit
Within
right
6 months,
back
within 6
to the
months.
within 6 hours sometimes they said in the motherfucking black community. Listen, we're gonna take a
Give
break.
me my 40 acres and a mule, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my mule to the old town road. We're gonna ride.
You know what I mean? Godcast, we'll be back. All right. Welcome back to You Know What I Mean Godcast with Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
We got Fact Checker Rage in the house.
Very present.
We got Team You Know What I Mean up in this bitch. Make some noise.
Yeah.
Okay. Once again, if you'd like to donate to the show, go to cash.me/$, you know what I mean, patreon.com/you know what I mean, bounty.com/you know what I mean. We just might have to make a bounty to go to Africa on a
yeah.
fact-finding mission, via my man Truly Zambian. So yeah, we might have to seriously put that up there. And also, you know what I mean.com/support. We appreciate every dollar, every fucking penny, whatever you're able to give. It helps us to bring that real to you. So we're back. People was hyped up off the adult shit.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
Yeah, it was getting intense on your YouTube live. Man.
yeah, it was getting a little intense.
I mean,
Shout out to all the people on
yeah.
YouTube Live. I just turned the computer so that they can get a little bit better a look of both of us together. You know, they love Digga.
Oh, thank you guys. Some of them do.
Oh,
Some of them
honey
hate
bun.
me.
First of all, shout out to that Rah Digga,
Ah,
that Rah Digga top you got on right now.
Hoodg.
You can go to
.com.
you can go to
Rah Digga gear.
hoodg.com. We're gonna put that on the screen. We got J-Net up in the house. We got hoodg.com for your Rah Digga gear, your brand Nubian gear, your You Know What I Mean gear. We're gonna have the new You Know What I Mean gear coming out soon with the new logo and all of that type of shit. Yeah, we just busting out fresh, just
It's spring again.
it's spring again.
It's cold as fuck outside, but in our heads it's spring. It's the middle of April. Damn it, we riding.
So listen, on a cooler, regular schmegular note.
Wait, speaking of cooler, regular schmuggler, you did not yell at me not once this week.
When do I ever yell at you? What are you talking about?
I don't know. Everybody in the comments say you be yelling at me.
I don't yell at you. I just talk over you at times. I don't yell at you though. I never yell at you. That's
You
not
just talk over you at a high octave.
exactly.
Are we seeing a kinder, gentler Jamar
Listen.
this week?
First of all,
Am I
no,
bitching
I'm
you
just
out,
a
man?
regular. This is how I am. It's
I'm just messing with you.
yeah, like I never yell at you, Digga. You know that.
I'm the industry plant. Remember,
just talk
I'm
over
the
you.
indoctrinated industry plant, and you're the angry. You're the angry conspiracy theorist. Hey, we just playing oppositions, man.
We're not even going to get into the new conspiracies that are out here in the world. But anyway, did you see the motherfucking Netflix with Kevin Hart?
Yes. And I thought it was hilarious. I saw a few people
I
shooting
thought it was
down.
hilarious too.
I thought it was hilarious.
Listen, I think sometimes people really try to hold you to certain standards of, the first shit you ever did, the first time they seen you do whatever the case may be.
Same with music.
Yeah, like
Nas supposed to make Illmatic forever.
was this the illest, funniest Kevin Hart comedy show that I ever seen? Probably not.
Nah, I wouldn't say it's the funniest, but it was funny.
It was funny as fuck. Like, and who doesn't want to see new shit from a comedian? Like, not no rehash jokes. This was all new shit.
Right.
Going to sometimes in uncomfortable places, you know, especially when he's talking about him and his wife's problems and shit like that.
I think it's interesting that, like, I'm starting to see, you know, in this hypersensitive world we're living in nowadays, I'm starting to see a lot of comedians getting backlash just for being comedians.
Well, see, I'm going to tell you, somebody was just on here and they was like, yo, soon, you know, just comedy and like being funny and laughing is going to be outlawed.
It seems like
Go ahead,
it's moving
touch on
to
that, Rage.
Yeah,
touch
you know what? I really get into comedy now too. Comedy right now is the last frontier for truth. You know, if you talk to any comedian, they say most of their material is sourced from a dark place. You know what I mean? And humor is a way to kind of put sugar on medicine. You know what I mean? So most of the time, comedians are giving honest, you know, social commentary.
But now they're being put into a place where
they're
going to question how honest they want to be because they don't want to get in fucking trouble.
They're scared of the backlash, getting censored, losing gigs. Like, come on.
Right. Genius comics like a George Carlin or a fucking Richard Pryor wouldn't even be able to really come out in this day and time because their content would be too politically incorrect.
Too offensive.
You know? And these are some of the greatest comics that ever lived.
I personally think the comedians should be off limits.
Yeah, but you know.
But then.
So then you'll have people who will try to act like they're comedians just so they can say dumb shit. And now, who will be the curators of comedy? Who will be the gatekeepers that say, no, motherfucker, that's not comedy. That's just some racist shit or whatever the case may be. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, they're doing it now. They're doing it now.
Well,
it's unfortunate.
What was your funniest part of the
of Kevin Hart's
Kevin Hart shit?
When he's talking about all the guns spread out through the house. You gonna rob me? While I'm trying to make Thanksgiving dinner for my family?
Yo, the way he put his hands in the air like
I'ma give you what you want. I'ma give you what you want.
You wanna? Oh, that's how you wanna do
Yo,
it.
he couldn't even contain his own laughter trying to get through it.
That shit was fucking.
Why that was really
hilarious.
funny to me was because when in my home in PA, I own several guns. They're all over the place, and it was designed. It was set up exactly.
Scenarios in your mind.
Like as he's telling the jokes, I'm like, ooh, that's like the shotgun in the kitchen counter. Like, would you like me to? Oh, you about to rob me?
Want to rob me while I'm watching Love and Hip Hop?
Let me make you a cup of tea first. Good work. Like that's my house. So. When oh my God, by the time he got to I think the third secret gun compartment location, I was on the floor like, I think I have a gun in every place that he just mentioned.
It's funny.
That was funny and Great Baby.
The Great Baby.
Great Baby was hilarious.
That was the shit. Like, just the fact, by the time he in the middle of it, when he just started calling the baby the Great Baby, like to me,
Great Baby.
That was just fucking hilarious and
I think everybody has a friend with like a kid that's like super smart like that. Like I think everyone knows a baby that they can apply this situation to? Great babies.
I don't know if I know a great baby.
Don't know any great babies?
I don't know if I know great babies like that. I mean, my babies were great babies, but I don't know how many great babies I knew like that.
Oh, well, I had a baby say, "Excuse me, did you know that smoking causes cancer?" I'm like,
Get the fuck out of here.
dead ass. Now, mind you, I stepped away from the kid. I stepped. This was me visiting my girlfriend.
Little girl, tap you on the shoulder.
The kids is outside.
Pardon me, I don't mean to
stepped
disturb
off
you.
To take a couple little hits of my joint and shit. I moved completely away. This motherfucker.
Speaking of hits on my joint.
My mama kid gonna walk up to me like, "Excuse me." I guess it looked like a cigarette in the paper. "Excuse me." I'm like, "Excuse me, did you know smoking causes cancer?" I'm like,
Yeah. Get out of here, little chunky.
yeah, like I see the kid coming. I'm like,
Then you tripped her like Trunky.
I felt, but I really felt bad because I moved all the way away. Like there is no way, because I don't want. I'm a pillar of the community. I don't want kids to see me smoking. But every now and then, I need to calm my nerves and deal with these motherfuckers. So yes, I moved all the way away. He just gonna come marching her ass down the street. "Excuse me, great baby."
So now, speaking of babies, great babies, right? Here's a hypothetical. And I want to put this out there for the people here on YouTube Live as well. See what they have to say about this. I guess first we'll start tame and then we'll really kick it up a notch a little bit. Okay?
Let's give it to him.
So, the question, the hypothetical of the day. If you had the ability to know that your child who was in the womb was going to be, handicapped or have some sort of deformity, but it was in the legal time of, abortion or whatever, would you still have the child? Would you still have the child? Now, we could poll around this room. A couple of people earlier here in this room said,
see, when you pose it that way, it's like, of course I would. It's my child.
right.
Bad abortion, bad.
Right. So that's why I said, you know what, maybe that's not a good way to present it. So let me present a different way to make it more difficult for you. If you, through some sort of miracle of science, were able to know that your child would kill someone in the future. Now you don't know, is this a good killing? Like is he a police officer and he killed somebody and saved the day? Or he's a soldier and he killed somebody in war? Or did he kill somebody?
Is he Son of Sam?
Exactly. Is he Charles Manson and this is the first of many killings, or he killed somebody during a drunk accident, or who knows? All you know is if this person comes into the world, they gonna kill somebody.
Are we having the baby?
Are we having the baby?
Anybody?
And now,
Yeah, okay. We still got some nods.
Janetta said we still have them. Huh?
Need some type of protection, right?
We need some kind of what?
Protection. But you don't know. You don't know if it's a protective kill or
Right.
a kill.
Baby might kill you.
Word. If it can the kill. Ooh. Ooh. Or somebody you love.
It could possibly kill you. You grow up to kill you. Ooh.
You don't know who it's gonna kill.
You
What
don't
if it
know.
kills the sister or the brother?
Ooh.
That's right, yo. Trust that you're raised right. They're gonna kill somebody. They're gonna kill somebody. Trust that they're raised right. That's it.
All you know is gonna kill somebody.
So you're hoping that nurture will override nature.
Like Dexter, his father, remember the show Dexter, his father showed him how to use his urge to kill the criminals.
He was killing criminals, yeah. He was a serial killer.
So that's what you do. So you'd steer. I know you're gonna kill somebody.
He was a serial killer
so
of
little
serial
nigga,
killers.
let me make you kill the right motherfuckers. Now see, now this white man, he's been.
I can't stand Jamar.
He's been doing bad things to your people. But anyway,
Well, what if you knew the child was gonna, or what if you knew you were gonna die in childbirth?
ladies,
if you knew,
or even fellas, if you knew that, ladies, if you knew you were gonna die in childbirth, but you was gonna be able to bring that life into the world, and fellas, you knew you was gonna lose your
life.
woman, but you was gonna have a new life in this world, and y'all always been like, you know what I mean?
And
This
you
was your
always wanted a
dream.
kid.
Like y'all thought both of y'all was sterile, and guess what?
that's not even a way. To be honest, that's not even a crazy hypothetical question. I feel like that's like normal right now. That's just like the definition of high risk pregnancy.
Right, but there's high risk. But how many high risk pregnancies actually end up with the dead mother these days? You see what I'm saying?
High risk pregnancy and the kid's gonna be a killer.
What do the people have to say about this?
Can't lose.
He said, so basically you're asking if we had foresight to eliminate evil. Is that what we're asking?
How do you know it's a bad killing though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. How do you know it's a bad kill?
We don't know if it's a bad kill.
Relative to who's doing it.
Here's the thing, right? Because everything,
That's kind of like the premise of Minority Report.
there's also the science of how sometimes bad things are the catalyst for good. So let's just say, right? Let's use Nipsey Hussle.
We're about to say
Let's
we're seeing
use
that
Nipsey
right
Hussle
now.
for an example. Let's just say Nipsey Hussle's death actually leads to like a real gang truce where gangs start to come together and they following his economic blueprint and all that type of shit, and some positive shit comes out of that.
I mean that.
And you see what I'm
That seems to
saying?
be coming to fruition. That's why I never questioned
So
God's
now,
plan.
so that's what I'm saying. So now, if you're the parent of, let's say, the Eric Holder, first of all, how does his fucking parents feel right now? That's number one. Or any parent that has a child who has done some shit
demonized.
as ill as that, as killed somebody, or has been demonized for whatever the fuck they've done. What if in some sick way you contributed to that good through that bad? You see what I'm saying? Your child, it did grow up to be a killer, but he fucking killed somebody who ended up being inspirational to a whole generation of people that they ended up changing the world or some shit out of this. Like,
That's deep.
you see what I'm saying?
Look at everybody's face. Like,
Now we
I'm
don't
sitting here
know.
I'm saying like, ooh, that's deep.
These are not, because, just like, the handicapped child, who's to say this person can't grow up and contribute something so crazy to society? Because back in the days, a lot of people would have chosen to abort the child. I can't afford that expense. I don't want to deal with, you know what I mean? And they don't know what kind of life they snuffed out.
Right.
Well, really, there's regular abortions that, honestly, that's the same premise, really, if you think about it. We're just adding this foresight shit to it, but I guess women have abortions all the time, right? And it's really the same thing. You could be off in something. One of our great leaders.
The second coming of
Right,
Jesus.
yeah. Or even just the wasting of sperm, fellas. Let me not just put it on the female.
I got plenty to
just
go
the
around.
wasting of
I got plenty to go around.
but still, just the wasting of sperm, fellas. You know, that shit could be going to more useful, you know what I mean, endeavors.
Well,
those could actually be going to seeds that become to fruition. You see what I'm saying?
There's what? Is there 5? Is that still a real-time statistic? 5 women to every 1 man in the world? Right
Probably.
now? I know it was that some years ago. Are we still there?
But y'all want to be selfish?
You get a seed. You get a seed. You get a seed. Everybody gets.
I mean, if you want your sister to have what you have, that's all I'm saying. Like, you know, you're gonna have to. You know.
My goodness.
You're gonna have to. You know, 1 in 5.
I'm sitting here trying to.
That's what nature said.
I don't know.
And now they taking away even less. You know.
I'd be curious to see what people would have to say in the comments to these questions. I don't know what I would do.
Well, what are they saying here? They talking about, they said Nipsey's death made people evaluate how they move. There's no way to detect our oppressors without killing and empowering. Well, I don't know what they're talking
From
about.
death comes life and inspiration. Build, destroy.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a hypothetical, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's not so simple. Everything's not so cut and dry sometimes when you really go down the different avenues. And
I don't think anything in this world is black and white. There's always going to be a shade of gray in between. So, you know, there's the least obvious response. There's the most obvious response. And then there's all of that what if, coulda, woulda, shoulda in between.
Rage, you want to add on to the cipher? Anything that?
I think y'all hit, man.
I got a fun question.
What's that?
If there's any other decade that you could spend 24 hours in, one whole day, in any other decade, what decade would it be? Start with you, Rage. What would it be? What would your decade be?
33 BC.
33 BC? So just 30, so the 30s BC. And why?
I'd want to see what the Hooper lives around Christ.
Okay. You want to see what Christ and them gang?
Well, you didn't
Christ
say
gang?
where you was at. You could be 33 BC over here.
33 BC, what's known as the Middle East.
Okay. What decade would you want to spend a day in? Just one day. You got 24 hours.
See, I would want to go back to a biblical time to try to just see what was going on, some Egyptian shit too. But I don't know, something immediately just said the 70s in my mind.
No, stop! That's mine!
As a grown up.
That's mine.
Though, because I was there, but I was a little kid. I like to be a grown up in the 70s.
I want to spend
moving
a day,
around.
I want to spend a day
Driving,
in the 70s.
fucking with bros,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
No, that was my
in the
decade.
70s.
Who stole my decade? I would want to spend a day in the 70s, and I would want to go party at Studio 54 that night. Whatever I'm doing in the daytime, I'm going to Studio 54 that night.
Cocaine involved?
Absolutely.
Whatever.
Absolutely.
I want to try. Just if I
Oh,
just
she
one
said
day,
whatever.
I want to try it all. Just one day.
Yo, actually,
Dig it.
Just one day.
if you get to that,
Stop! Wait, I feel like no, in the 70s, no, they were like shooting dope and shit.
Freaking.
Oh, yeah, well,
Dig it down.
hey,
Dig
look,
it down for whatever as long as it's in the
when
70s.
In the 70s, do it
In the 70s. They was having orgies and all of that. I'm just saying.
I want my-
But anyway, listen,
my pink
we gotta get
feather
ready to wrap it up.
Wait, with my, y'all sitting in Studio 54 with my pink feather boa.
Okay, spinning around. twirling and shit.
Wait, I want to know what decade. You ain't never say your decade. You said
I said the 70s. You said I bit your shit. You just had a big rant about I bit your shit. What are you talking
I
about?
thought somebody in the comments
I
said
said that. I
Alright.
said as a grown man.
Alright.
Listen.
Anybody else?
I said
The 80s?
but my age now, you know.
Which of these fucking millennials?
I was there. I was there. I was really there for that.
1982 or something in Brooklyn.
Listen, we gotta wrap it up.
Okay.
We gotta wrap it up.
I want to hear second choice. Okay, my second choice would be the 20s.
My second choice is biblical
I want
times.
to be in the
Egyptian, like, you know, Pharaoh, when the pyramids worked, okay? When the pyramids were on, okay? Yeah, I want to see what was going on back then. Talk about there was no wheel and all that. Yeah, I bet you niggas had internet and all that. Fuck you. But anyway.
The world got black. I did. I had it.
Anyway, listen. For the Yanadameen Godcast,
I can't with y'all.
I'm Lord Jamar.
I'm Digga.
Peace.
Brooklyn's historic The Black Lady Theater is now taking bookings. Host your next birthday party, concert, networking event, baby or bridal shower, wedding, art show, gala, corporate event, live stage play, audition, and so much more. At the one and only The Black Lady Theater. Mention code GODCAST for 15% off your rental fee. Code good for the first time customers only. Valid for a limited time. Call 718-771-0900 to book your event today.